Today we discussed about hormones in animals. It is a continuation of chapter 7, control and coordination. Now we discuss about hormones in animals. What are the properties of hormones? Hormones are secreted by special glands called endocrine glands. Endocrine glands that produce hormones. Usually they are ductless glands, not ducts. Usually the endocrine glands are ductless glands, that is known as completely endocrine glands. Their endocrine glands are ductless glands, that is known as completely endocrine glands. But pancreas, gastric and duodenal epithelium, gonads and placenta are partially endocrine glands. Pancreas that produce insulin, glucagon, etc. like hormones that regulate the blood glucose level. Then gastric glands. Gastric glands are seen inside the food tube or duodenum. Duodenum epithelium means the curved part of the digestive tract. Gonads means male and female reproductive organs. Testis in case of males and ovary in females. Placenta. Placenta is a special part that provides nutrition for developing embryo. Are partially endocrine glands. Pancreas, gastric glands, duodenal epithelium, gonads, and placenta. They are known as partially endocrine glands. Pituitary, thyroid, thymus, etc. like glands are completely endocrine glands. They only produce hormone. But in case of partially endocrine glands, these partially endocrine glands produce hormones and other chemicals also. Pancreas, gastric and duodenal epithelium, gonads and placenta are partially endocrine glands. Next topic, nature of hormones. Nature of hormones. What are the nature of hormones? First, they secrete directly into the blood. Hormones secrete directly into the blood. Secretes directly into the blood. Next point, blood carries hormone to target cells. Blood carries hormones to target organs or cells. The source of hormone, that is endocrine glands, and the target organs are far away from the source. Blood carries hormone to target organs or cells. Next point, hormones regulate physiological process. Physiological process means bodily activities. Hormones regulate physiological process. Physiological processes. Next point, hormones produced in very small quantity. Hormone usually produced in very small quantity. It produce in very small quantities. Their excess and deficiency. The hormones excess production and deficiency both cause serious disorders. Their excess and deficiency both cause serious disorders. Chemically, hormones may be water soluble proteins or lipid soluble steroids. Then the next point, chemical character of hormones. It may be water soluble proteins or lipid soluble steroids. There are two types of chemicals, water soluble hormones and lipid soluble steroids. Some of them are steroid and some of the hormones are protein related. Chemically, hormones may be water soluble or lipid soluble, water soluble proteins, water soluble proteins or lipid soluble steroids. Extra hormones not stored in our body, they excreted out. Extra hormones never stored in our body, they excreted out. Extra hormones never stored in our body. Now we discuss about nature of hormones. They secrete directly into the blood. Most of them are ductless glands. But the pancreas is ducted gland. Pancreas have duct. Other endocrine glands are devoid of ducts. Usually they secrete directly into the blood. Blood carries hormone to target cells. Hormones regulate physiological process. It produces in very small quantity. Excess and the production of excess hormone or deficiency both cause serious disorders. Chemically, hormones may be water soluble proteins or lipid soluble steroids. Extra hormones not stored in our body, they excreted out. Next topic, main endocrine glands. Main endocrine glands. Main endocrine glands. Pineal body, pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, duodenum, adrenal, pancreas, etc. are common in male and females. There are some common endocrine glands in case of males and females. They are pineal body, pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, duodenum, adrenal, glands, pancreas. Pineal body or pineal gland, pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, duodenum, adrenal, pancreas, etc. are common in male and females. But ovary and placenta are seen in females and testis in male. Ovary and placenta are seen in females and testis in males. Next topic. We can study about some hormones and their function. We can study some hormones and their function. Hormones and their functions. Hormones and their functions. First, adrenal gland. Adrenal gland. What about adrenal gland? In case of vertebrates, vertebrates means animals with vertebral column in their life cycle. In case of vertebrate, hormone system comparatively common. Vertebrates includes birds, mammals, reptiles, etc. are examples of vertebrates. In case of vertebrates, the hormone system usually comparatively common. Example, the function of hormone adrenaline that secreted by adrenal gland. Adrenal gland secrete adrenaline. What is the function of adrenaline in our body or in case of other vertebrates like squirrel and monkeys, etc. What are the functions of adrenaline? At a scary situation, adrenaline prepare our body for either fighting or running away. At a scary situation, adrenaline prepare our body for either fighting or running away. At this dangerous situation, adrenaline secreted directly to blood and carry different parts of our body. That is, target organs like heart, muscle, lungs, urinary bladder, etc. At adverse condition or in dangerous situation, adrenaline secreted directly to blood and carry different part of our body. That is, the target organs like heart, muscles, lungs, urinary bladder, etc. The main function of adrenaline, that is prepare body at dangerous situation adrenaline prepare our body for either fighting or running away. At a scary situation, adrenaline prepare our body for either fighting or running away from the situation and for survival. At this dangerous situation, adrenaline secreted directly to blood because adrenal gland is a ductless gland. Adrenaline secreted directly to blood, and this adrenaline carry to different parts of our body. The parts means the target organs like heart, muscle, lungs, urinary bladder, etc. Then some changes occur in our body. At the presence of adrenaline, some changes occur in our body parts or body organs. That is, some examples: heart. In case of heart, heartbeat speed up. Lung bronchioles, or lungs dilated. Urinary bladder, the muscles of urinary bladder relaxed. Eye. In case of eye, pupil dilated. Body muscles, especially in case of legs, muscles. Blood vessel dilated. The blood vessels of muscles become dilated. Blood vessels dilated. Tear glands activated. Blood sugar level increase. Increased. All these changes help the body to face such a dangerous situation. Now we discuss about some endocrine glands. First one, thyroid gland. That's situated in the part of neck. There are two thyroid glands. Thyroid glands produce the hormone thyroxine. Iodine is necessary for thyroid gland to make thyroxine. Iodine is the essential part of thyroxine hormone. We get iodine from our food. Now the functions of thyroxine. Mainly, the thyroxine regulates carbohydrate, protein and fat metabolism. What is metabolism? Metabolism is the chemical changes or chemical activities that occur in our cell is known as metabolism. The thyroxine regulates carbohydrate, protein and fat metabolism. The deficiency of iodine in our food that reduce the production of thyroxine, cause goiter. Goiter means swollen neck. Second, hormone, growth hormone, GH. The anterior lobe of pituitary gland produce growth hormone. The pituitary gland is situated in our brain. There is mainly two part, anterior and posterior part of pituitary. The anterior lobe of pituitary gland produce growth hormone. Growth hormone regulate body growth. Over secretion of growth hormone cause gigantism, and deficiency of growth hormone cause dwarfism. Next, gonadotropic hormones, that is also known as sex hormones. Anterior lobe of pituitary stimulate the production of gonadotropic hormones. Gonadotropic hormones produced in our sex organs means testis and ovary. Testis in male and ovary in females. The production of gonadotropic hormones is controlled by anterior lobe of pituitary. Anterior lobe of pituitary stimulate the production of gonadotropic hormones. The gonadotropic hormone of male is sex hormone testosterone, and the female gonadotropic hormone, that is estrogen. There is two different types of sex hormones, that is sex hormones known as gonadotropic hormones. The female gonadotropic hormone, sex hormone, estrogen produced in ovary, and in males the testosterone hormone produced in testis. These sex hormones cause body changes in puberty. Puberty means adolescent stage, that means the 12 to 18 age range. Some body changes occur in males and females. In males case, the pubic hairs, mustache, etc. are developed, and the shoulders become broadened, voice become deepened. In females, breast development, menstrual cycle start, and pubic hairs are seen. That are the changes of adolescence. Then next, insulin. Pancreas produce. Pancreas is the endocrine gland that produce insulin. What is the function of insulin? Insulin promote glucose utilization by the body cells. Insulin promote the utilization of glucose in our cells. Glucose provide energy. Glucose provide energy. Glucose are the monosaccharides. Glucose, fructose, galactose, etc. are the monosaccharides that derived from carbohydrate, maltose, dextrose, etc. We just learn about the property of glucose. Glucose provide energy. Insulin deficiency cause diabetes. Diabetes means rise blood glucose. Last part, feedback mechanism. Feedback mechanism. What is feedback mechanism? The timing and amount of hormone released. The timing and amount of hormone released are regulated by feedback mechanism. Example of feedback mechanism. If sugar level in blood rise, they are detected by the cells of pancreas. If glucose level in blood rise, they are detected by cell of pancreas, which respond by producing more insulin. If blood sugar level falls, insulin production is reduced. This is an example of feedback mechanism. If you like this chapter, this chapter with 5 sessions or sections, this is the 5th part. We already cover the lesson. If you like this class, please like, share and subscribe.